Okay, so how would Wall Street react to a potential Michael Bloomberg presidential bid? James Russo, Chief Investment Strategist at Altrius Capital Management, joins us now. Good morning to you, James. We were just saying in the commercial break, fascinating development. But from Wall Street's point of view, and you look at it from a money point of view, if he does run and does become the candidate for the Democrats, Wall Street's got to love this because you have President Trump or Michael Bloomberg, both seen as friendly to the markets.
It's certainly a fascinating development with Bloomberg coming into the race, and clearly there's room for the Democratic Party to shift a little bit more to the center, and he feels that likelihood to occur. I think that you're right, though. From a stock market standpoint, it's almost a toss-up. You look at it like deregulation-wise, should be similar. Taxes, maybe there's some middle ground, maybe a little bit more. You know, with Bloomberg, you'll have higher taxes, but Wall Street's certainly not going to be concerned.
Talking of Wall Street, you have more and more records. We saw the Dow and the S&P yesterday. Again, seems like a daily occurrence. Where do you see the markets going from here? Is it another leg up? I know we're dependent on the trade issue. That seems to be holding everybody hostage right now.
It really does. It brings us right back to the tariff issue. And I'm quite skeptical that we're going to see a deal. We've been here before, right to the brink, and certainly China pulled back from it.
Yep.
Navarro, are you hearing the rumblings that there's some hardliners who don't really want to deal and don't want to pull back? I think that would be a mistake. I think the president clearly knows that it's a negative for the market and trade. The tariffs have been a detriment to GDP. He needs to have a truce in order to let things to stabilize for the economy going into the election year.
Coming back to Bloomberg, though, Michael Bloomberg, how does he play in the middle of America? We know he's known on the East Coast, much like Rudy Giuliani, but how does Michael Bloomberg sell himself to middle America?
Yeah, it's fascinating. I was a former Marine pilot, and I founded my company in North Carolina. And Giuliani certainly didn't take very well in the South. It'd be interesting to see how Bloomberg does, even amongst the Democratic primary, where he's pulling certainly everybody back to the right. So it'd be interesting to see. For him, though, he really only needs to win the battleground states. It comes down to Pennsylvania and Michigan, and so from that perspective, he probably can concede a lot of the South.
But it's interesting because he, could siphon away Joe Biden's votes, and the two of them could cancel each other out, and then you're left with someone like Elizabeth Warren.
Right, and certainly Warren's very concerning, as we're hearing, to many of them.
What does Elizabeth Warren do to Wall Street if she ends up in the Oval Office? Just saying. It's
certainly a negative from a Wall Street perspective if Warren becomes, but a lot of her positions will probably have to come back to the center and not pass.
Everything about these, certainly on the progressives, is tax the wealthy, tax the wealthy, tax the wealthy. Guess what? The wealth goes away and the economy starts going downhill.
I don't understand this war on capitalism, and that's why Bloomberg's getting into the race.
Interesting stuff. James, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.